slippery and unstable rocks, variable strength of current, rising tide, loudness of the river, mosquitoes, water drops constantly getting onto the lances. Our first night shooting at the river's mouth felt overwhelming. After 7 years of growth as artists, we thought returning to this place would be different, easier. We were wrong. Finding a pleasing composition where we could feel the flow of the water while mitigating the risks for the gear and ourselves was not easy. All these elements made it surprisingly not satisfying to create during most of the night. The level of challenges brought by the location made us feel like our level of mastery was not quite up to the task. We tried a few things that evening. With only the last one, some black canvas with the flowing water, salvaging our sense of satisfaction. This wasn't just any location. In 2018, we created an image here that became part of our night reflection collection, in a series called Flow. 9 images inspired by the constant movement and circulating energy we witness when we pay attention, be it the force of running water, the sandfalls we create in the desert, or the state we often find ourselves in when we create outdoors. Since we launched that series, Eric had a strong desire to revisit this location and see how we could create a more refined piece, with better skills and equipment. So here we were, 7 years later, carrying the weight of our evolution as artists. Maybe our expectations had something to do with our struggle. We didn't have many opportunities to shoot in rivers and waterfalls on our journey. But we'd been wanting to experience more of this kind of location for a while. During that first night, we found ourselves somewhere between overwhelmingness and frustration. We did create this one during the Blue Hour, which feels like a big quality improvement. But is it enough? Just as in 2018, we got a clear sky. We needed more. Beyond improving the quality of the image, we wanted a bit of magic in it. Maybe some clouds would create a more pleasing balance with the foreground. Fortunately, we had planned a second night to try shooting during the Blue Hour. During that afternoon, we revisited another nearby location up the river, where we'd created another image from the Flow series back in 2018. Once we arrived, we instantly recognized it. The rocks, the strong and defined flow of the water going down the landscape. We were happy that we found it, but had no desire to shoot again at this location. Why? Because to us, this piece still stands on its own and is part of our favorite images. We could try to do a version of better quality, but it would feel like a trivial pursuit. As we got to the location for the Blue Hour, something shifted. We chose to let go of the idea of getting close to the reference image we were revisiting. By trying to stay close to that image, we were getting away from what the location had to offer now, and potentially from magic as well. After all, don't they say you can't step in the same river twice? Things were different. We are different. We let go of our expectations and allowed some space for play and experimentation. And this is when some beautiful, thin, textured clouds shaped perfectly to complement our composition. This is not something we could control, but it's definitely something we were hoping for. Here's the flow image from that evening.
There's nothing like this. Nothing else brings me into such extreme focus. Painting with light outdoors at night in difficult conditions pulls me into total immersion, a pure state of flow. The harder the challenge, the deeper I go.
This is what Eric told me after that creative session. It's not that we purposefully look for challenging conditions, but when we find ourselves in these shooting situations, we get completely absorbed in the experience and intensely focused on the task at hand. Our perception of time and self is altered. The creative process can be rewarding for its own sake. Creating images we love is a great bonus.